we started off with a letter I got from a dad who talked all about his son, how his son was, I think, about 12, and he could do all these things, and how great he was at all these things, and where's he going to go? Okay, how far can he go with all these things? I'm like, you don't know. At age, first of all, the kids who are really good at 7 and 8 may not be that good at 9 and 10 because they may be passed over. Maybe they were bigger. I know my oldest son, Jonathan, who is almost 6 feet tall now as an adult in his mid-30s. When he was 12, he played on a competitive baseball team, just a local competitive team. Around here, they went down to Wichita for a couple tournaments, but other than that, it was here. And we played a team out in Baldwin, Kansas, which is not that far away from here, Kansas City, about 20, 30 miles. Jonathan got to first base because he always walked. He wouldn't swing the bat. He says, Dad, I can walk and get on base more than I can when I hit the ball. So, which was pretty funny because Joe Carter's son was on the team. Joe hit the game-winning home run for the Blue Jays in the 93 World Series. And Joe said, Andy, why doesn't Jono swing the bat? I said, ask him. So Jonathan says, Mr. Carter, because I can walk and get on base all the time. Anyway, that's why my son's my son. Anyway, but he got to first base, and the kid on the other team was over 6 feet tall. And, there's such an age disparity at that. Wait till your daughters get to be that age. There's such a big change. And what we see is the competitiveness for a lot of these kids. Well, that kid who was 6 feet tall, he may have gone on to, he might be playing professional sports for all I know. My son grew, ended up playing for a while, and ended up stopping, because he got into academics. The pressures that I'm seeing today on youth sports are to get your kids signed up early, and this is where all the money comes in. You got to start taking private lessons. You have to start getting private coaching because that's going to help you get better at 7 and 8 years of age. And now we're seeing this influx of sports injuries for kids at 11 and 12. There are boys having Tommy John surgery at age 12. Why is that?